Looks like we're live. Sweet. OBS updated. How do I see chat? No chat? Refresh chat. Oh, there we go. All right, cool. So today, starting from today, we're doing a Tyler one. We're gonna reform. If you guys know what I'm talking about. We're gonna reform. We're gonna be polite, and we're gonna be positive, and we're gonna be happy, and we're gonna be positive. So I will do my best to gently correct your resume so that you may achieve the career of your dreams. I review your resumes with positive Patrick, was this intro to Dave's 5 baby steps? I can't take your bait. This is a polite and positive resume review stream where I will only say nice things and try to help you. So I hope you guys are well. How long will you be live? About an hour. Probably about an hour. So there's the link. You can send it there. I won't be able to get to all of your beautiful resumes today, but you can take these tips and put them to your resume. What's up, Josh? Been a long time. It's been a long time. I'm kind of slowing down on the YouTube a little bit. So I was burning out a little bit there, posting every single day, thinking about just doing every other day. I'll do something. So go ahead and send it there. Happy belated birthday. I appreciate you, Fear Me. Happy Wednesday to you. Polite is a strong word. Just put your happy face on. Let me pull up the resumes. Let's do our best to gently push you guys in the right direction. All right. I don't have any resumes as of right now, so I will answer some questions. How are you guys doing? If you're wondering, you're probably not wondering, but welcome to content you didn't ask for. I've been doing a diet. I've been doing keto, and I've lost like 20 pounds. Getting shred. It's pretty chill. Josh, in your honest opinion, should I throw a pizza party for my coworkers, or should I make them play Heads Up 7-Up during their lunch hour and make it mandatory? Patrick, I personally enjoy pizza, so if you're throwing a pizza party, that means that you get to have pizza, so go with the pizza party. I'm not going to take the bait. Good plan. In order to keep it going, slowing down is a must. Yeah, I've been working a lot of my house. I'm going to try to rent it out. And I've been documenting it because, like many of my viewers in the audience, I am a millennial that knows absolutely nothing about DIY fix your house stuff. I usually just relied on my dad for that sort of thing. So I'm figuring it all out and documenting it because I don't know what I'm doing, and I see all the other channels talk about just get $100,000 from your friend to get your first down payment. Like, what up, Ashwin? What's your target weight? I don't have so much of a target weight. I just have target body fat. That's the main thing. I'm trying to get to like 8-9% body fat. It's going to be real hard, but I'd like to get shredded, but not be a stick. So I think I'm doing that so far. I got the 6-pack back. Well, most of the 6-pack back, but how's your dad? I hope he's doing well, but I have not spoken to anyone in my family. Let's see. In the soft skills, the author recommends a professional to do your resume. How do you feel about that? I've found some ladies that will gladly do your resume, and they charge $1,100 to make a resume for you from scratch, $800 to edit your resume. For someone who most likely doesn't really know the field that you're in. Oh, trying for the 6-pack? I mean, yeah. Can you get a remote web dev job with 17? I don't know. What do you mean with 17? Do you recommend get fit then work on muscle, or do both at the same time? You'll have a lot of noob gains at first. So generally when you put on muscle, you're putting on fat unless you're taking a lot of different substances. Yeah. I've actually been taught how to build a house from the ground up. That's dope. I know nothing. So I'm learning all this stuff. I'm learning how to paint my walls. Just stupid stuff that probably a lot of people know how to do. I didn't ever learn. I hope you guys are well. Drive by hi, Hanny. Hope you're doing well. Catching the stream live for once. Well, welcome aboard, Christopher Carpenter. I usually watch them back, but well, I appreciate you. There's a website that makes resumes for you. I mean, that's cool. There's lots of those. There's resumes sites that you can make them. There's resume sites that will sell them, all kinds of stuff. Hey, thanks. Like me, I'm taking 500 milligrams a week. Bro, your blood pressure. Advice on gaining weight while lifting. It's just calories in versus calories out at the end of the day. Make sure you keep up the cardio. Cardio is Spanish to me, man. I lift pretty intense, so should be good. What's up, Vinny? Hope you're well. Let's pull up some of these bad boy resumes. Oh, okay, cool. Let's do, let's just click on this one here. CV adjustment. Keep up the horizontal cardio. Yeah, I mean, that's what we do. No problem there. All right. Is my door locked? Hold on, I think I'll pull up the resume in a sec. I think HR lady's locked out. Let me go make sure that she's not. Are you not locked out? No. Okay, I'm just streaming. Okay. All right. Welcome back. Let me move some things around on my screen here. But thanks for being here. Hope you guys are having an okay week so far. I'm thinking about making a skit that is trying to buy stuff with exposure and, you know, unpaid intern credits, basically. I think that'd be pretty funny. I successfully got a paid tutoring job as a 14-year-old. Congrats, dude. You're probably super smart 14-year-old. You have your phone number on here, so if you send it, just like do me a solid. Go ahead, like remove things that you don't want to get seen, like you don't want people to call you and stuff. I'll blur it, but you know what I mean. Future of product management. I'm pretty sure that's just like renamed project management. Oh man. Okay, hold on. Denisha, hey, thank you for the 19. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate you. Appreciate you even if you didn't donate. But thank you. I don't know what that's for, but I hope you're doing well. Let me make sure that you're not going to get doxxed, my man. That's all. I'm just going to use my mouse today. Good Udemy courses for Learn React. I don't know. I'd go with Tyler McGinnis, bro. He promises that all his courses are up to date. So, and if they're not, then you get your money back. So that'd be cool. Got to do home stuff. All right. Have a good one. Can I send it? Yeah, dude. Send away. All right. Let's jump in. I just want to make sure you're not going to get doxxed. I don't think you are. All right. Let's take a look, boys. So we got your skills up here at the top. This is solid, right? This is good. Have those skills up here at the top. You got all your links here. That's good. You had your phone number and LinkedIn and GitHub and stuff. That's solid. I'd be kind of careful with putting your phone number on there. Recruiters like to share phone numbers, so you know. Working from home. Hope you're having an awesome day. Homie McCool. Hope you're having an awesome day. Joshua, positivity is key. Fluke. Look, we're gonna reform. We're gonna be Tyler 1. We are going to reform. I'm going to be a helpful career coach and entrepreneur coach and brand builder. That's the goal, right? Do I want to roast corporate? Yes. Will I still do it? Probably. But I gotta be. Everyone sees me. They don't like the realism. They see the realism as cynicism. So I need a way to convert it to positivity, so where they don't get scared of it. That's what I've noticed. Whenever I make a skit about the same things that I talk about on LinkedIn, everyone thinks the skit is hilarious, but LinkedIn is mean. So, you know. Where do I send my resume? Just in the email in the description. They're organized skills. That's very good. I'm not so sure you need these icons, but they add a little flavor. Graduated. Yeah, this is a really solid resume. It doesn't show. Well, okay, yeah, I know how old you are. I can assume that you're 18 in 2016, so be careful with that one. You like this was probably like your high school level, and if this is a bachelor's, then you were 18 in 2016, right? So 21 right now. This is a pretty solid resume overall. Projects, you got links. I think one thing that would be good to add would be links to the hosted version. Now, if you can't do a hosted version, like if you're let's say like a backend programmer and how do you host a backend, or you have something that needs to run on the desktop, what do? You got to make a video. So download OBS and hit record and make a video of your program or you using it or something like that. And then underneath it, when you post this video to your website, add timestamps so that someone can see the important points under each time. Startup Pirates. That's pretty cool. Got a YouTube link. That's good. I think that you should you should add on to the description here, like 1718 commercial project leader. Doesn't really tell me what you did. So if you look at these bullet points, you need to use action verbs. You were a front-end developer for the Bedfordshire team. I don't know what you did. What did you do as the front-end developer? So I would fix these. What up, Josh and chat? Blake, welcome aboard. Hope you guys are well. Shout out to all my people on the second screen, on the TV, on the phone, wherever you're at today. Thanks for being with me. Okay. Hackathon organizer. This is dope. It'd be cool if you added a personal statement. You don't really have that. Like right here. My name is Bruno. This is what I do. The dates and the titles of your resume are a little strange, right? Startup Pirates Hardware Edition. Not sure what that means. And then you put at Lisbon. Is this just a presentation? Because I don't know if a presentation would count as work experience. Like we need to see like a place that you worked. Are those links clickable? Well, this is in screenshot mode and snip and sketch, so I can't click on them, but I believe they are when I close this up. I don't know any good courses for Swift. I went to school decades ago for computer science. I got sucked into sales due to the sweet cash. I want to do programming. Can I get a job? Of course you can. You just need projects. But sales is honestly really good. If sales engineering is really good. If you can do sales, that means you can communicate. And one thing that I think is probably missing in a lot of programming jobs is communication. I'm sure a lot of us have had coworkers out there that aren't very good at communicating. Okay. Freelancing for this guy. I don't know what these little arrows are. Those arrows are kind of strange. Do you believe that Shopify dropshipping can make you rich? I believe that you can become rich with Shopify dropshipping by teaching other people how to do it. Promise other people money and you'll be rich. That's how they do it. Yeah, okay. Other than that, this is a pretty solid resume. Thank you for sending it in, Bruno. Hopefully it helps. Let's look at another one here. Oh, sweet. I got a CV review from Reed, and the woman said it looks more like I'm a doer than an achiever, but it's hard to know how to change it, so it sounds like I achieved it. Wait, what? Sell ideas. Yeah, well, I don't know. You need to sell a little bit more than that. Are you saying that Kiyosaki is a fraud? Kiyosaki is a... He has a book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I don't know about his real estate stuff. I've never really done that. I mean, I know a little bit about it, but like I'm doing all this real estate stuff on my own, trying to figure it out. I didn't buy any course or anything on it. Why do people paste the full link of something instead of hyperlinking? That's a good point. Let's actually address that right here, right now. So right here, you could just make this a hyperlink. Just put LinkedIn, just put GitHub. Yeah, email's fine. My digits go here, Las Vegas, Nevada. Good. That's good. Says to the harbor bus, hello. Can an old guy with some skill get a job in programming? Of course. Like ageism is real. I'm not gonna lie to you and say that people don't discriminate based on age, because they do. But if you have a really cool portfolio, it's easy, got a good projects, like they're hosted, yeah, you can get a job. Josh, what do you like better, programming or business? Business. Dude, I'd be the best college business teacher ever. I'd be like, all right, what's a sole proprietorship? What's a LLC? What's a S corp? What's a C corp? How did they get taxed differently? All right, what's a business expense? Explain to me profit. Explain to me losses. All right, explain to me what a dividend is. Explain to me what a K1 pass through is. All right, now you're ready for the real world. Go out there and sell stuff. Like, I'd be so good, dude. But then I'd have to get paid what college professors get paid, which is unfortunate for what those students are paying. This is good. They're organized. I prefer the 3-column personally. I think they're a little bit more easy to read when there's vertical spacing. This is a little bit jumbled, but it's fine. Do you know if you pay double taxes if you live in the US and have real estate in a different country that you rent out? No. Only the US makes you pay double taxes if you are a US citizen and live outside of the country. If you make more than $98K a year, I believe. We need a link to this, and a link to this, and a link to this. But we can see that you used Heroku, which means it's hosted. So you're going to need to give me that link. What do companies mean when they mean experience? They mean that they would like someone to be able to do the job. So where do the tuition fees go? Probably into the college football team. Newer buildings, newer seats. But, the tuition fees don't go to the professors. The tuition fees go to the school. Sorry. I mean, why do you think all of your college professors are not great at teaching? It's because every day they wake up, they're like, I don't get paid enough to deal with these 20-year-old know-it-alls. But you get tenure, which means like your job is really hard to lose. How to send an invoice to a customer from outside the US. You just use Invoice Generator. That's what I use. If you live in the US but work remote for a company in the UK, you pay double taxes? Yes, you sure do. If I had a job in Finland because I have U.S. citizenship, if I make over 95 or 98, it changes every year, $98,000 a year, I have to pay income tax on the remainder. Can you review my resume? We'll see. I'm just kind of picking randomly here. Thank you for the donation. Have you looked into REITs? They have pretty solid dividend payments. No, I have not. Let me write that down. Real estate investment trust, is that what that is? REIT. I just want dividends. That'd be nice. Let's go back. Education Hack Reactor, Advanced Software Engineering Immersive. I think that you should just put software engineering, something like that. How much do college teachers get paid? It depends on what college, but you can look it up on Glassdoor. But I'm pretty confident they don't get paid enough. This is actually good, right? So what he did here, if you're paying attention, if you're listening, what he did here with this bullet point is that he said a program cutting average program completion by over 20%. So this is a metric. This is what's known as a metric that you're showing the employer of exactly what you did, which in this case happens to be the Air Force or the government, but this is really good. This is the kind of thing you want to do, right? Reduced average latency by 68%, right? That's a good outcome. You want to see those outcomes, what you did and the outcomes. That's really good. So include this stuff in your resume. Error rate of 0%, that's amazing. This is really good, really positive. Is using a theme for a portfolio page okay? For sure. Yeah, just get the portfolio up ASAP, make it usable, right? Don't focus too much on going ham on your portfolio, because the person who's going to glance at it, you know, he's just going to look at your projects. He's not going to know that your portfolio is a project. Just make it easy and usable. Portfolio is all about ease of use. The less clicks, the better. Don't make them think. Just don't have animations. Don't have things slide in and slide out. Don't make the person wait to scroll or wait to load. Like, very simple. Very, very simple. How do I show that I'm an achiever rather than a doer? I think you do both. How do you achieve stuff without doing? Good afternoon, Achal. I'm using Grid CSS. Some things are off. I have no idea. Carl, thanks for being here. I got a question from Bam Bam. Okay, sure. If I went to one college and transferred to finish a degree, should I list both? No, just list the one where you graduated. Because I've done that too, and on my resume, I just list where I graduated. Actually, I list the last school that I went to, which was in Finland, even though I went to Georgia Highlands College, some community no name, and then another college in Georgia, and then I transferred to a college in South Carolina, and then I transferred to Finland, and like I have all these colleges before I graduated. I dropped out like 5 times. I just put the last one on there. Putting your interests on a resume works for smaller companies, but not so much for larger companies. Smaller companies, you know, at like a startup, it's easier to talk about that sort of stuff. Or if you know your business that you're applying, or the business that you're applying to does what you're interested in, yeah, put it on there. If you're working for Canon and you're interested in photography and you want to be a programmer there at the Canon offices, yeah, put photography as your interest. That'd probably help. But if it's a large company and you like rock climbing and this company just makes, I don't know, medical software, it probably doesn't matter. Can I just deploy a full stack MERN app to GitHub Pages? No. Use Heroku or Netlify. GitHub Pages is just kind of for static stuff. What else did you study before you finished your degree? I was going to transfer to international business until I realized it had no use case. I was going to be a pilot until I realized it was going to be $400,000. So I just kept with engineering. I just doubled my income from switching jobs. Christian, congratulations, dude. Let me hit you with the clap real quick. Good job, Dan. That's how you get raises. how to be a good mechanical engineer. You positive and positive only. You just do what your boss tells you to do and smile real big in the meetings, and that's how you get raises as a mechanical engineer. Yep. We gotta reform. Positive vibes. Hopefully that helps with the resume. Josh, if I make a website for U.S. business from Europe, do I need to pay U.S. taxes? No. No. Only if you have U.S. citizenship. What's the future of mechanical engineering? Mechanical engineers are always going to be needed, but the ones that can do things, not the ones that just are conceptual. Everything's great with concept. What if you can't smile or have bad teeth? Just you can do that. That's like the smile and pain guy. What's his name? The old guy in all the memes. Is inflating outcomes a good thing? I mean, if you know it's not an accurate number, then it's not an accurate number. Someone says, "Hey, cutie." Dude, hope you're doing well. I read about how millennials are killing credit cards by gaming the system to get rewards and then paying off the balances. Yeah, people have been doing that for a while. We got another resume from Justin here. Oh, sweet, he blurred everything out. All right, this is a good one. We'll have to work on this one, Justin. We'll have to work on this. Simply, I'm good, man. How are you? You think it's worth going to CS college if it's free in Europe? And in Europe, they usually expect a degree because of it's free. I think in the U.S., employers know that college is really expensive, and it's kind of a lot to ask if they know that you can do the job without it. Like in Finland, education is free, and if you want to be a cashier, they expect you to have a degree to be a cashier. In the US, that's mind-boggling, right? They just train you how to use the cashier, how to log in, log out. How are your playing classes going? Yeah, so I have my check ride, which is the final test next Friday, and I have to take the written test at least 3 days. The last day I can take the written test is Tuesday of next week, so I've just been studying nonstop for that, and hopefully by next Friday, I will be a pilot. That will be a life dream achieved. But it's real nerve-wracking. Really nervous. But let me look at this. Icer says, great channel. Hey, thanks, man. Justin, I'm just going to remove a few things here. Okay. Hey, great job. Congrats. Hey, thanks, man. I'm pretty nervous. They ask you a lot of questions, and the written test is really hard. You got to do a lot of math. Okay. Flight vid soon. That'd be dope. Here's the resume. Will you leave YouTube and dedicate 100% to a pilot? No, you can't. You can't make money as a private pilot. It's illegal. I don't want to be a pilot as a job. I just want to be a pilot as part of my job to fly out to you guys wherever you're at in the country. I don't want to do international yet. I don't even know how to do that yet, but I'll fly out to wherever you're at in the country if I can, and I'll go there and I'll help you with whatever your side hustle is. If that's the plan. Or we can talk career if you want. I'd love to get your business course, but I'm afraid it will not help me since I'm in the EU. The concepts are the same. The legalities of it are different. But like you can open a business in the US if you're outside the US in certain states. Resume review while flying. Flying is a lot. You got Flight Sim on pre-order, right? It comes out in August, right? I should probably get it. Should I add contract projects as experience or projects? Contract projects are experience. Come visit me in Germany. You can't make money as a private pilot. Yeah, as a regular private pilot, you have to pay your pro rata share. That is the legal definition. Like if people give you gas money, you have to pay for 51% of the gas and they can pay for 49%. But you cannot make money delivering. If someone says, hey, will you deliver my dog? I'll pay you. Nope, can't do it. Michael, I'm good, man. How are you? So let's look at this. This is your description. I'm a full stack dev with a focus in front end design. My primary interests are software design and development, AI, and philosophy of mind. I don't know if philosophy of mind will make that's just added. Someone would have to care about this for this one to matter. You're a full stack developer. They're gonna assume that you're interested in software design and development. So your primary interests, that's usually what someone's job is. Artificial intelligence, you could take that out unless you're applying to like an AI position. I would leave this sentence and this sentence. Can you do it under the table? I mean, you can do lots of things under the table, but if you get caught, bye-bye all your training and bye-bye ever flying an airplane again. Personal site. This is good. So that would be your phone number, email, GitHub. If you have a LinkedIn, put that there. Obviously, I don't have one. Volume is low. It seems pretty decent. Someone said, can you get paid flying under the table? And that's what this one guy did. He became a private pilot and took some money while he was a private pilot, still working his way up to be a commercial pilot. And he took some money to like take his friends somewhere. And then he was never caught. And then one day when he was a commercial pilot flying jets, the FAA did an audit on him. And they went and they found that this guy had taken money to take passengers when he was a private pilot, like 8 years earlier. And they revoked all of his training, and he's not allowed to ever be a pilot again. So that's like $70,000 worth of pilot training that the FAA just revoked because of what he did in the past, but didn't get caught then and got caught later. Is it legal to get a pilot's license and fly your own jet? You have to get a multi-engine certification license. You have to get a high performance. Have you ever skydived? No. Did I miss much? Yeah, this is like the third resume. What's done? I feel like this is a little bit too much information for your projects. Usually people don't read paragraphs on a resume. This is more of a cover letter thing, or this is something that you would put on your portfolio, but not here. Like these bullet points are great. Leave the bullet points, but take this off and leave this on your portfolio. Also, how do I see it? There's no link. So add a link here maybe, or over here maybe. How do tax write-offs work? Tax write-offs are things that you buy for your business that deduct from the money that you make. So if you make $100,000 a year and you spend $50,000 of that back into your business, you only pay taxes on profit, which is what you did in expense. That's a tax write-off. So like, but you still have to make the money to be able to spend it, right? So okay. Hopefully these are links. So again, same thing here. Take this off. Take this off. They know what this is. You don't have to tell them what this is. I know it's tempting to explain that you know what this is, but just you either use this or you don't. You don't have to explain this. Same thing here. You don't need to explain. This is something that you'd have a conversation with. Just keep it simple, man. Keep it simple. Cool to see you pursuing the dream of being a pilot. Yeah, dude, I'm a student pilot right now. Technically, I have a student pilot card from the FAA. I'll just be a private pilot, and then I can take passengers and my dogs. Let me make sure that I'm not going to dox myself. Here. This is my pilot card. It's pretty dope. And here's my other pilot card for paragliding and hang gliding. I got 2 of them. It's pretty dope. But all right, let's go back to this. Thanks for asking. I'm gonna say that I wouldn't change anything on this resume. I think it's too wordy. A lot of this stuff you don't have to. This is stuff that you talk about when they call you. It's not stuff that you put here. They don't have time to read it mainly. It's not because this stuff's not good. It's just that it takes too much time and they have to get to other people. These are good. You can leave these. Game engines is a little vague. I would pick one like Unreal is C++, Unity is C#. Current employment. So if you put freelance developer as current employment, they're gonna wonder a few things like, why would you look for a new job if you have a successful freelance career? That's a big one. A lot of people put freelance web developer, but in reality they're just not employed and you're just making personal projects. They know, they're not silly. When did you get your gliding license? A couple months ago. I'm going to pick up another glider today. It'd be cool. Your resume should follow a 6-second rule. Hey Raymond, what's up, dude? For the skit idea, dude. I really took that to heart. I thought that was a great idea. Yeah, I think that's it for this one. Is this helpful? I'm trying to have a conversation and help. Let's look at another one. Okay. Let's politely adjust it. Let's keep it positive. Josh, should I present myself as a fake US business or just my name and address? Just use your name and address. Well, you don't have to put your address. You just put like the country that you're in. Let's look at this one because this one needs to be adjusted. Let's say that. First thing I'm going to adjust is taking off your doxable info, but so I'll answer some questions while I do that. Take off your address from your resume because the company can see where you live, they can see what part of town you live in, and they can discriminate based on that. It shouldn't be a thing, right? It shouldn't be a thing, but if you live in a bad part of town, people are going to make decisions about your character because of where you come from. That's why you're not allowed to ask what country someone is from. It's also silly because you wouldn't want to work for any of these people that discriminate anyways, but sometimes you need a job, so you're like, you got to do it, but like, 1 second. I just have to make sure. This is 2 pages too. Okay. There we go. Can they ask if you ever lived in certain countries? No. I think we need some tough love on these CVs. Well, let's start with this. This is the problem here. I would like to ask the chat to answer a question. What does 4 out of 5 dots of Java mean? You know? I don't know what that means. Does the chat know what 4 out of 5 dots mean? What about 3 dots of ReactiveX? What does that mean? I'm not sure what that means. So a big thing with resumes is you don't want to rate yourself on your own skills. You want them to rate you. What if the company thinks that you're 5 out of 5 dots, but you think that you're 4 out of 5 dots? Well, if you just go ahead and say, well, I'm not the best at it, but I'll try. Oh, there goes some money. If we do the ratio of it, if we do 3 out of 5 dots, what does that mean? Does that mean you're 60% proficient? You're only 60% good enough? What does it mean? It means you didn't finish the quest, Pedro. That's correct. They ask you to rate yourself? Yeah, well then you put 5 out of 5 for everything. Because that's silly. If they say, please rate your skills. Yeah, I'm an expert in all of this. Yep, I'm an expert. Like, just give me the code test and you guys decide. Like, it's not Skyrim. You don't put points into what you can do on your resume. Being too honest can leave you unemployed and underpaid. That's another one. So you're not max level with Java yet. This is a big issue. Like take any skill bars off that you have, you know, if you have a bar like this and it's filled up like this much, right? That's like sin number 1 of all resumes. Remove that. Take that off. No skill bars, no rating yourself on your resume. Let them give you a test and let them decide. What if 5 stars of HTML to somebody means that you can make a web page and that's it? But what if you know that you can make a web page and do accessibility, but you can't do this? Well, you'd probably give yourself, you know, maybe 3 or 4 stars. Everyone rates it differently. So there's always something you can do to improve the skill. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. But when it says to rate yourself, you just put the maximum because it's a stupid test. That's the main thing. And I know I said I'd be positive in this stream, but that is the one thing I disagree with. When they say rate yourself, it's a silly test so that they can pay you less money from the get-go without having to actually assess your skills. It doesn't matter what I rate myself because I'm my biggest critic. I'm the hardest person on myself. And someone else says, wow, this is actually really good, but you think it's garbage, right? So you're going to rate yourself lower. And because of that, they're just going to use it against you to say, well, you rated yourself 4 out of 5 dots, so we're going to give you less money. So it's a trick question type deal. Don't do it. They're going to assume lots of stuff based on this. What if you're just being humble? What if you're being very humble here? And you're saying, well, you know, I am really great at it, but I'm not perfect, so I only give myself 4 out of 5, right? You're trying to be humble and honest. But they're not thinking about that. Can you avoid answering the question directly by answering that it depends on the criteria? If someone says, please rate yourself on these skills, I would say, please give me an assessment and I'll show you what I can do. That's it. Like an arbitrary rating means nothing. Different levels mean different things to different people who are looking at it, who are more like someone who's more experienced than you with Java will be like, oh yeah, this guy's like 4 out of 5 dots. But someone that's less experienced than you in Java is going to be like, yo, this dude's a wizard. I'm sure you've all had that experience at work. You've gone to somebody that's above you and you're like, wow, this dude knows so much more than me. And then someone comes to you and you're like, oh, this guy knows nothing. And to that person, you're a wizard. The senior dev is thinking the same thing about you. Okay. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Has 3+ years of professional software experience with Java. I don't think you need to put that. They can see the years of experience. They can do the math. Alex, stop spamming. Currently work as a backend developer in CitySurf. I wouldn't put where you're currently located and what city because, again, they are judgmental. They might be like, oh, we don't want to work with this guy, right? And so what if you're the perfect match for this job, except for this one thing about your location? Well, you've given them that location, and now they've decided not to work with you. Where if they had just given you the time of day to talk to you first, they would see that, oh, yeah, okay, location, whatever, it doesn't matter. This guy's perfect. It's all about not telling them, you know. Let's see. Yeah, when it comes to CV, less is more. True. Just give them what they want and get to the interview. This isn't going to look very good. They're going to wonder why you're looking for another job. If you're currently employed as a software engineer and you have a side hustle here, they're going to wonder why you're looking for a new job. What's going on, Grand Tech Web? P for the books that changed my life. Read Unscripted by MJ DeMarco. Read The War of Art. Read The Daily Stoic. Yeah, I mean, they're going to wonder why you're looking for a new job. They're probably going to think that you're going to use their job as a side hustle. So this double employment thing on your resume is not very good. Let me show you. This here. This is not good. You're working as a freelance developer on the side at nights, moonlighting, and you're this guy here, which is also employed, probably full-time. So they're going to... Why are you looking for a new job? Are you trying to work on your secret side hustle full-time and just get some money to pay the bills while you do that? They're not that dumb. A lot of times they require you to put your address while applying. Yeah, I know sometimes they do. But they can discriminate based on it. What do you put on your resume if you're an intern? Put projects. Projects are the big boys. I'm a rising high school senior in North Virginia. I'm looking for an internship. I think if you just list your projects and don't tell them about your age, you'll be good to go. Grand Tech. Hey, thanks, dude. Do algorithms questions get asked at most companies in your experience? There's just more big companies. It depends. Size is kind of it would seem like that's correlated, right? Like the bigger the company, the more data structure stuff. Yeah, I mean, it really depends. I've had some small companies, some no names, ask me data structures and algorithms tests for a front end development position doing React. It made no sense whatsoever, but I just know the large companies, especially the Silicon Valley ones, they always ask that. But if you get a DS and algo question and you want to be like this software engineer that's doing all this non front end or back end web development stuff, then it's, you know, can I do that if I'm under 18? I'm 17. You can work if you're above 16, I think, in the United States, right? So should be good. Where can I look for freelance project jobs? Go to Indeed.com and look for contract jobs. I do IT support. I want to see how a software dev looks like. Kind of looks like this. You have a master's degree. Oh, so you're still in school. You're still in school. You have a side hustle, and you have a full-time job. That's companies are going to be very wary about hiring you because it looks like you're not focused. Like, that's what I would think if I was hiring you. I would say, this guy's still in school. Is it part-time? How many days a week is that? He has a side hustle where he's currently employed as a freelancer, and he wants to work for my company full-time. I don't know if he's going to be able to give his best effort. That's what they're going to assume. Do you need to pay estimated taxes? Yes. I pay monthly estimated taxes because it's easier for my accountants. If I'm working at a company and I'm applying to a new one, should I list my current one? Yes. How much do you earn a week? I don't know. It really depends. Should I build my resume again? I haven't been in the industry for 13 years. Yeah, probably. Like 13 years is a while. Probably, you know, this is a multiple page resume. You don't want to have a multiple page resume. There's just not enough time for the person to look at all these. So here's another one I'll show you. Here's the second page. More rating yourself. Cycling and anime. This might work for a startup, but it's kind of random. Tips on getting into the interview. Everything I apply to doesn't even email a rejection. It takes a lot of time. What's been your time frame, Karim? Have you been applying like for a month, 2 months? It's hard to say. This is good. Got links that are clickable. Everything is good. Internship projects, you should link these. Writing about them doesn't mean they exist. You also have a lot of skills, as you can see. I'm not going to scroll all the way up to the top, but like, look at this. Look at the skills section. I don't know how to interpret this. All right, I've been live for about an hour. I'm going to wrap up and get ready to go. I got to do some other things. Maybe I'll make a video tomorrow. Maybe I'll take a day off. I don't know. I just know I don't want to burn out. A lot of people ask me that. How do you prevent burnout? Well, take a break. Been applying for 2 weeks. It usually takes about a month. Why do people keep rating their skills? We don't know. Don't do it. Take all your skill ratings off. Just put the skills that you have and let them decide how good at them you are. What titles would you recommend applying to after finishing a code bootcamp? Anything that says developer, just type in software developer, apply to everything that's there. If it was a coding bootcamp for web dev, fantastic. Apply for a backend Python dev. Apply for a regular Python dev. Apply for a C# position at Unity. It doesn't matter. Apply for everything. You don't lose anything that you didn't have, and they're not gonna like blacklist you. would including HackerRank skill be useful? If they know what that means. If a HR person that has no idea how many hacker ranks it takes to get to the center of a hacker rank, it's not going to matter, you know? You think 70K USD is good for a senior dev? No. 70K is like 2 years experience in the US. Elias, hello. Hope you're well. PHP is still very much alive. PHP is actually a great way to start your career in web dev. Nobody wants to do it because there's this public meme of PHP is dead, and not really. There's tons of jobs, but everyone says PHP is dead. That's fine. I'll do it. I'll get the stamp on my resume that said I got paid to work here, and I'll go get a new job. Do you ever do live coding? You don't want to do live coding. That's when the backseat coders come out big time. Live coding is, you can never do it right. Even if you're the god of Stack Overflow, even if you're tech lead himself, people will correct your code when you're coding live. It's not good. Josh, why didn't you use a variable that was this instead of that? That's confusing. Josh, did you know that you could do this in one line? Josh, did you know that you could do this in one letter? Why aren't you doing it in this language? That language is for noobs. Why aren't you doing it in binary? Real software engineers do it in binary. Why aren't you doing it, in assembly? You don't want to do live. It's not a good idea. I don't do code stuff too much on this channel anymore. I just talk about corporate. Is .NET alive? Yeah, tons of .NET jobs here in Utah and in Florida. Backseat coding is the worst. I mean, I've tried to solve programming doing competitive programming. I try to solve problems doing competitive programming, and I get the easy ones, but I'm stuck at the intermediate ones. What am I doing wrong? Sounds pretty normal to me. Is R alive? What? This channel just roasts the corporate world. It's not so much like that. It's more like if you want to go the corporate route, here's some things that you should consider about how the corporate world works and what they really mean when they say stuff. But also here's entrepreneurship and what that looks like. I chose that route. This is what it looks like for me. I prefer it. This is why. However, not everyone wants to manage that. So also here's corporate options. Here's what a resume looks like. I don't know. It's like just this channel is look both ways before crossing the road. A lot of people who look down on front-end devs. Ego, pride. I do videos on tech support. They want to correct you no matter what, for sure. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming to the stream. I'll be back. How long should one work in corporate? As long as you want, man. You ever thought about creating a corporate company yourself? I have a company. I don't want to manage employees, really, so I don't hire people. I'd be a pretty dope boss, though, probably. I'd be super chill. All right, I guess that's it. If you want to support the channel, there's links and stuff down in the description. Thank you to everyone who donated today. Sorry if I didn't get to your resume. When you first started development, did you have any dream companies? For like the first month, but then I just mainly wanted to work remote. So, all right, I'll be back in another video. Thanks for coming, guys. Appreciate you. Maybe leave a like. Thank you. Hopefully this has been positive, uplifting, and polite today. All right, bye, guys.